right. So why don't you tell everybody what we're gonna do today?
We're gonna go over to one of my coworker, Rick, to get some ducks. He's looking to get rid of his ducks and geese, and so I told him we'd take the ducks off his hands. Not the geese, we don't want them.
Yeah, we didn't want any geese. Yeah, I think geese would attack us.
Watch out, babies.
So they call them guardian geese. But yeah, so we're gonna go pick up some more ducks. So we're gonna go from 8 ducks. We think we're gonna get 5 more.
Yeah.
So we gotta have 13, lucky number 13.
Yeah.
So we're gonna grab a cage and head over to Rick's house.
No new animals for the barnyard.
What'd she say?
No new animals for the barnyard, but
yeah, none for the barn. But the pond, the ducks have been super easy to keep on the pond. So they're really no trouble at all for us since we don't raise free range all the time. So we didn't mind having the ducks. In fact, the what do you say? The ducks have probably been the most entertaining animal. At least when we're at the house, it's always something to watch.
Oh, wrong. Yeah.
Hi, Rick.
Hello.
I like your little barnyard out there. Can I go look at the animals?
Of course. These are the ducks.
I think I like the pond. Yes, we have a girl that looks...
Like that with the blue feathers?
Yeah, like that.
You guys are anxious.
Hey, Ova.
So how much of this did you guys have to put in when you moved out here?
We did this. Yeah, we did this because they didn't have any electric up, and so their woven wire looked like a hammock where the cows rubbed it.
Oh yeah.
So the perimeter was all up. We're just fixing the internal fence slowly. We still got to replace the other and build our winter lots. But
did the horses share the same area here?
yeah,
Yeah.
they didn't like the goats at first, but once they get used to them, it works because the goats eat the weeds and the horses graze, so they don't compete for the same stuff. And they help keep the pasture clean. Like all that down there was full of brush, and they cleaned it all out.
Yeah, Rick got us into rabbits.
Yeah.
They were yummy. There's a bunch in the freezer.
They're just too much work. Seem like, especially in the winter time, trying to keep everything like unfrozen.
And like just a breeding pair for the winter.
Yeah.
Well, and the ones I need to clean, but I thought about getting rid of them all together, but the thing I like about them the most is that last year when we did our garden, we put the tomatoes in hills, and then we filled in between with all the rabbit manure, and we had tomatoes galore. Like it's the best manure.
Yeah.
And you can put it straight on the garden because it's not hot. Yeah, they're taking over.
Yeah. So that's your new livestock guardian dog, huh?
Yeah.
Hi.
And she got
Oh, she's wet.
Hey. So you just got one right now?
Yes. My goal is eventually I want to get a male.
So this is a female.
Yeah.
Pretty horses.
You guys got a lot of different animals around here, that's for sure.
It's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why we're cutting back a little bit.
Yeah.
We still have so much building to do.
Oh, that goat is really pretty. What kind is that? This one, this
Oh, these are both Nubians. This is Waylon and that's Willie. It was country music year.
Yeah.
He was a bottle baby when we got him, so he's a little friendly. So next year our babies should be very wildly colored.
Yeah. That's it. Evan wants to get a livestock guardian dog.
So you got full grown guineas back there, I see.
Yes, they got kicked out of the chicken house because the males were being mean to our silky rooster. I had them out with the horses, but that lasted a couple days and then they flew out.
So everybody always complains that the guineas are noisy, so are they?
Everything we own is noisy. The peacocks scream, the goats scream, the guineas scream.
Yeah, I know the goats really scream at our place.
Yeah.
So
We're hoping they'll just kind of follow our ducks around and.
Well, I'm sure they'll love the pond. The drakes do kind of pick at each other a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, ours do too. Yeah.
So I'm sure your boys will be happy to have some women.
Yes, well, our Pekings definitely will be happy to have some fat little Peking girls so they can keep up with. Because the others are so fast they can't catch
Yeah,
them.
the ruins are way faster because they're not near as heavy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Hi, ducks. All right. Well, we just got back from Rick's, and Rick has quite a few more animals than Rebecca does, so I guess I shouldn't be giving her any crap. So, anyway, he had what did he all have? He had everything. It seemed like, right? Goats,
Horses, guineas, goats,
chickens, rabbits, pheasants,
peacocks,
yeah, he just
cats,
a ton of stuff. He had
livestock
a
dogs,
ton of animals. Had a really nice, I don't know, whole setup with the barn and the
rabbits,
and everything. So anyway, if you're interested in anything, he does post a lot on Instagram. So he's Farmer RN
79.
Farmer RN 79 on Instagram. If you want to check out any of his posts. So we're gonna get these ducks out. All right, here you guys go.
Here goes.
You guys gotta go inside. Go inside.
We hear them.
Go inside, ducks. There you go. All right. We're gonna let you guys hang out here for a while with some food and water before we let you out with the rest of the ducks. All right. Well, I think we're gonna leave the ducks locked up inside of this little duck house here for a little while. We got their food that we feed the ducks is in there, so we at least wanted them to learn where the food was in case they got hungry. But the other ducks are right here. I mean, they're right here next to us. You can see we've got some ducks out here in the water. So they were all quacking at each other.
Yes, they were getting a little curious, wondering where that was coming from. So
yeah,
I'm sure they'll come up to meet each other.
Yeah, so we're gonna walk away for a little bit. We're gonna see if the ducks maybe interact through some of the wire here. But we're just gonna let these ducks calm down for a little bit, and we'll come back in a couple hours, and we'll just let them out. And from there on, they're gonna just be free ranged, and hopefully we don't lose them. So we'll have to wait and see.
All right, so the ducks have been out here locked up for a couple hours. Our ducks are really curious. They're hanging out by the duck house. They're all looking at each other. So we're gonna go let them go. See what happens.
You guys ready to meet your new friends? They're just ready for the food, I think. They're gonna rush them. You guys just ready for your food?
There you go. Time for the meeting.
Hey, you guys are a little aggressive.
Yeah, they're gonna bicker a little. They're gonna fight over attention. The boys look happy.
Oh, there's the boy. That's our old boy right there. So that Peking boy right there actually was one we traded to Rick for a rabbit. So he was one of our original ducks.
There went the girls, the Peking girls.
Yeah.
There you guys go.
Or the other two are staying there with them.
Yeah.
There they go. Oh, look, right to the water.
Okay, it's kind of hard to tell the Pekings apart, but we know that the boy Pekings have the little curly tail. So there's 2 female Pekings and 1 boy Peking and a rowan pair here. So we're pretty sure these are the 5 we picked up today. And they're just kind of staying in their own group. And our group took off and went over there by themselves. So hopefully they will kind of meet in the middle and start hanging out together. But they look like they're enjoying the pond.
Oh yeah, they look like they're
pretty
enjoying
excited.
the pond.
Yeah.
But so far, doesn't look like the
They're
two groups.
divided.
They're
it looks
still
like.
divided. Yes.
They are.
So the day after we picked up the ducks, we noticed one of the Peking ducks actually had a bad foot. He didn't have it the day before, but then all of a sudden he didn't want to walk on it. And over the last couple weeks, it's slowly gotten a little bit better. He is walking on it a little bit, but he has a really bad limp. And he would prefer to swim to get where he wants to be. But even if he swims, you can notice that he kind of tucks his bad leg up and out of the water, and he's actually only swimming with 1 foot. So it has gotten a little bit better since the first days. So hopefully it will continue to get better and he'll be walking normal shortly. So besides the 3 Peking ducks, the other 2 ducks that we ended up getting were rowan ducks, 1 male and 1 female. The male rowan duck kind of looks like a mallard. He has a green head with a white ring around it, but both of the rowan ducks kind of have a little bit of blue in their feathers on their wings, and that makes them kind of neat to look at. The male rowan seems to be a pretty aggressive duck. He will actually chase off our entire other 8 ducks by himself. And he seems to be a little bit of a troublemaker. He just seems to be definitely a very dominant duck. So it's been about 2 weeks now, and the new ducks are still not hanging out with our old ducks. In fact, they've kind of claimed this area as their territory, and they kind of keep our older ducks, they kind of keep them from getting in the duck house and even getting any food to eat. So it's because it's causing maybe just a little bit of trouble around here, because our old ducks are now traveling farther looking for food. So we've had our old ducks actually like up in the woods on the other side of the pond, which I don't really like too much because there's a better chance of a predator on that side. And they go way down the far end of the pond as well, quite a bit more. So we've actually been kind of forced to put out 2 bowls of food now. So we keep a bowl of food here for these ducks, and we have to keep another bowl of food for the other ducks. That way they at least all get fed. But overall, I'm really happy to have more ducks because they are the most entertaining thing here around the house to watch. We can sit up on the deck of the house and look over the pond and watch all these ducks swimming around. And they bring in a lot more wildlife as well, because any of the wild ducks and geese and stuff like that, you know, like they fly over and they see, you know, 13 ducks out here on this pond. They feel that it's a safe area to land, and we end up with a lot more wild ducks out here on the pond to watch as well. They just seem to attract more waterfowl to the pond. So definitely enjoy having them here on the homestead. Even though they ain't getting along, I think over time things will get better. So anyway, that's it guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.